How do, ladies, gents, and others? It's me, Royston Charmaine, back for some more listen to music and react to it and review it and all that stuff. And you may have seen that I asked you, my YouTube subscribers and people who see the posts, I said I was going to do an 80s marathon, and I'm going to pick out 4 albums from each year and then let you vote for them. So basically all I did was just go to album of the year, look for, I filtered to the top 25 from each year, this time from 1980, and look for ones with a lot of votes that had a really high score and that I hadn't heard before, at least not in full. And so these were my choices. They all got a decent amount of votes, to be fair, but Kate Bush just missed out for Joy Division's Closer. So I'm more familiar with Joy Division's first album, I believe, rather than Closer. But look at these scores. I mean, that's ridiculous. The 15th highest critic score out of all albums from 1980, and the 4th highest user score from all albums. And it's not like 87, just like a few super fans rated it. That's out of over 4,000. That's an average from over 4,000 opinions. And like, if I move out of the way a little, look at the individual track ratings as well. Like, the lowest one is Colony at 86. That's better than the best track rating on lots of really good albums. So surely what I'm about to listen to, and can you see through me a little bit? You can, can't you? I'll sort that in a second. I'm still learning the green screen. Yeah, I think surely what I'm about to listen to, well, it says it right there, must hear album. Surely what I'm about to listen to is one of the best albums of all time, and you can listen to this earlier if you join me on Ko-fi. All the videos, apart from the Friday new release videos, all of them go up really early over there, several days early, and you can also be part of just like community posts and stuff where that's a community post, but separate ones on Ko-fi where I ask you just for feedback and ideas, or if you just think that this pretty much unmonetizable format of video is one that you want to support monetarily. You can also buy merch, and at the minute I'm also asking people to buy a t-shirt that I made to support Transactual, which is a UK charity helping people, helping as much as they can for trans people in the UK. Just look at the news to see why I've done that. It's bleak. But that's enough capitalism. Let's listen to some music. And while the first part of the first track's playing, I'll sort the fact that you can see through the black parts of my t-shirt. Alright, track number 1, Atrocity Exhibition. Oh yeah, in case this is your first video of mine, I'm going to go through all the tracks individually and rate them all, and then at the end we'll rate the album. And I've also got Genius open to go through the lyrics. In fact, maybe I'll leave myself a bit see-through, then you can see my scores. No, I won't. All right, Atrocity Exhibition. Let's go. Okay. You're never going to put me off by starting with a drum solo. There we go. Can you see through me anymore? I really like this already.
Silence with doors open wide, where people get paid to see inside. For entertainment, they watch his body twist. Behind his eyes, he says, I still exist. This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside.
Okay, so I do know about Ian Curtis and how his life went towards the end with his epilepsy, was it? Is this going to be a tough listen? I'd imagine it will be one. This album's posthumous, I believe, from Ian's perspective. The rest of the band, thankfully, not.
In arenas he kills for a prize, wins a minute to add to his life. But the sickness is drowned by cries for more. Pray to God, make it quick, watch him fall. This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside. This is the
That
way,
incessant,
step
like, drum
inside.
beat is just,
This is the way,
it's like hypnotic. My eyes feel like they want to close. But I'm meant to be recording a video, so I'm not going to let them. Not yet, anyway. I'm going to fight it a little. Nah, it happened. It happened. I didn't want it to.
This is the way. 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 Step inside. 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 You see the horrors of a faraway place. Meet the architects of law face to face. See mass murder on a scale you've never seen, and all the ones who try hard to succeed. This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside.
Wow, my goodness.
This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside.
I feel like this is beating me. Like, not. A lot of the music I listen to or refer to like that, but normally that's when it's heavy. But like that drum beat is just incessant, and yet it just feels like it's lulling me into something. Which is the point. I'll get my arm out of the way, that last word. It says B.
And I picked on the winds of 1,000 or more, still pursuing the path that's been buried for years. All the dead was from jungles and cities on fire. Can't replace or relate, can't release or repair. Take my hand and I'll show you what was and will be.
And I picked on the whims of 1,000 or more, still pursuing the path that's been buried for years. Still the best part of a minute left. And I feel like it's just going to keep bludgeoning me with these sounds. Atrocity Exhibition. See, I said the title before I started playing it, but I didn't think it would be quite so literal. I just wonder. The title of the track comes from J.G. Ballard's disturbing, surrealistic short story. Okay. So it probably is just about that, but this first verse especially. Look, I'm not going to sit and try and do a documentary style piece on what happened to Ian Curtis. Like I said pretty sure it's epilepsy. That's just me doing that YouTube thing where I'm covering myself in case I'm getting it completely wrong. But when I say pretty sure, I mean like 99.9% sure. And I know it affected his home life as well as professional life. Started having fits on stage. Yeah, it's horrible. I think people think of epilepsy as something that's just like, because of epilepsy warnings, maybe just something that where like, oh, if there's a flashing light, it might send you off. And that is part of it. But that's not all of it. And yeah, the way his life went, late 70s into... I think he made it into 1980, but not before this album came out. Or maybe it was just after this album came out. I think they were meant to do a US tour, and he really didn't want to go. Like I say, I don't know enough to speak on it as any kind of authority. I'm sure there's loads of videos on YouTube about it if you want to learn more. But as soon as this verse came in, A Silence with Doors Open Wide, where people had paid to see inside, I immediately thought of him on a stage having a fit and people not necessarily understanding that that's what was happening. For entertainment, they watch his body twist. Like, surely that's him talking about himself. And then the extension of it, like, you know, it's just like, this is the metaphor of him suffering with his disease, and then he just kind of extends it into things from this short story collection. And yeah, these lines, and I picked on the whims of 1,000 or more, still pursuing the path that's been buried for years. That's a line. Like, that's a really good line. Just basically saying people are heading in the wrong direction, and I know it's the wrong direction, but I can't change anything. Well, take my hand and I'll show you what was and will be. So it's trying to change something. But the main thing from this song, that drum beat, that rolling, never-ending drum beat, was ridiculous. Like, what was that? What was going on with that? It, like, bore into my skull. Right. Oh, I've just changed the lighting colour. That means I disappear. Oh dear. I'm going to have to get that exact same lighting level back. What colour was it? It was blue, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was around... There it is. Right, now put that remote out of reach so I don't just flick it when I reach for the mouse. Oh dear. Yeah, now the green screen's worse again. Was it maybe a bit more like that? Now I'm see-through again. I think that's closer. Can you read through my shirt? No, you can't. This isn't interesting to you, I'm sorry. I will get this down soon. Well, I'll get better lighting and then it won't be such a finely balanced thing. But I've had to buy a new fridge freezer yesterday because the freezer part broke. So it might be another month or so yet. You don't care about that. Right, Atrocity Exhibition, the average from other people for that so far on this website is 91. And the fact that all these numbers are so high gives me pause a little bit. Look, we live in a very bipolar world at the minute. I don't mean bipolar disorder, I just mean two poles. Like, people hear a song and they either rate it 100 or 0, and that kind of throws the averages all over the place. I try and take a 10 scale. I know this is a 100 scale, but that's just a 10 scale with a decimal point. I try and take a 10 scale a bit more seriously. So something to get a 9, which essentially all of these songs pretty much have, or more than even. For something to be a 9, it'd have to be one of the best songs I've ever heard. And for something to be a 10, it's like, you know, one of the best experiences of my life. I take it. It needs to go that high for me. I'm not sure Atrocity Exhibition is that. It's still excellent. I'm going to give it 85. It was really, really good. It was 6 minutes and it did not feel like it. I don't like rating things below what the average is. And people in the comments have said to me, you shouldn't care what these are. It's not that I care. It's just that I'd like to know what the consensus is compared to what I think. Like if that said 40, mine would still be 85. 85 is what I think. I'm just coming off the back of making I'm going to say Katy Perry again. The Taylor Swift. I'm coming off the back of making the Taylor Swift video public, and all the comments on there. Lots of them complimentary, some of them very much not so. So, anyway, track 2, Isolation. So this is the most New Order-y song, okay? New Order is the band that the rest of the band members, other than Ian, formed after Ian's death. You didn't know that? And it's very synthy, very danceable. Not quite getting me to the dancey area yet, but we'll see where it goes. Okay.
Carefully watched for a reason, mistaking devotion and love, surrendered to self-reservation, from others who care and self, a blindness that touches perfection, but hers just like anything else. Isolation.
Just trying to unlock these lyrics in a minute. Song's already nearly done. Well, we're just getting started. Those synths are puncturing. Oh. And then it just disintegrates and falls away. And then comes back again. Are we going into the next track? No. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, the point of doing this is, you know, it's a first time listen, immediate reaction. And I don't think I enjoyed that. I don't think I liked it very much. The lyrics came together for me in the second couple of verses, along with the title and the chorus, just repeating isolation. Surrender to self-preservation from others who care for themselves. So, yeah, it's a person bending over backwards to make others, love them. I don't know. It felt. Well, I think I said it in the middle of the song. It's almost over, and I feel like it's only just getting going. And I'm not averse to a short song. Just didn't really feel like it. It felt like the beginning, and then it didn't ascend anywhere. Oh no! Oh please, please don't say I'm not gonna like this that much. The average for that is a 90. 76. Way better than an average song. Definitely a good song, but not a great one. Next up, Passover. It was right there on the side. Okay, I like that bass line.
This is a crisis I knew had to come, destroying the balance I'd kept, doubting, unsettling and turning around, wondering what will come next. Is this the role that you wanted to live? I was foolish to ask for so much, without the protection and infancy's garb, it all falls apart at first touch.
More of that floor tom.
Watching the reel as it comes to a close, brutally taking its time.
I don't think this is playing to the strengths of Ian's voice.
Happening all of the time. Can I go on with this train of events, disturbing and purging my mind? Back out of my duties when all's said and done. I know that I'll lose every time.
I like this little pocket of space that we're in now.
Moving along in our God-given ways, safety is sat by the fire. Sanctuary from these feverish smiles, left with a mark on the door. Is this the gift that I wanted to give? Forgive and forget's what they teach. Or pass through the deserts and wastelands once more, and watch as they drown by the beach.
Nothing's really pulling me in how the first song did. Like that one had like I don't know, it was like a tractor beam into my brain. It just wanted to pull me out of my consciousness a little. And nothing since that has done that for me. Like, it's still funky, it's still cool, I like the guitar sounds. But like, best music of all time? No. The drum production is so good. Yeah, slow down. Slow down to finish. Pass over. I'm fully blocking the numbers now. Let's get rid of me. It's better than Isolation, but not that much. 78. The average for that one is 88. Oh, come on, please. please, Colony. Prove to me why this is as highly regarded as it is. Be of that level. In fact, this is the worst one, apparently. So this one's only an 86, but still, that would be the best one so far if I give it 86. So let's hear you. Okay. Bit more of a punky sound. A lot more of a punky sound.
A cry for help, a hint of anesthesia. The sound from broken homes we used to always meet here. As she lays asleep, she takes him in her arms. Some things I have to do, but I don't mean you harm.
Okay. I like that first verse. And I like that bass line. But build from here. Come on. I'm behind you.
Hands in the bag, she packed until she tries to hide. Cruel wind that piles down to our lunacy, unleashing standing cold here in this colony. I can't see why all these confrontations. I can't see why all these dislocations. No family life just makes me feel uneasy. Stood alone here in this colony.
Why sing it like uneasy? If you're gonna rhyme it with colony, sing it uneasy, colony. I want so badly to like this. Like, I like new wave. I like post-punk. It's just not doing it for me, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is that's missing. Like, the first song had it. I think what the first song also did is right off the bat it made me feel something. Like, that first verse really pulled me in with what it meant and what it still means, like 45 years later. 20 plus 25 shouldn't have been that hard, Royston. Yeah, this one hasn't pulled me in again. Damn it. don't want to give another medium number, but I'm gonna. 74. Look, am I way out of line here? Like in the comments, I'm sure like there'll be some people who love Joy Division in the comments who are telling me I'm an asshole, and that's fine. But whilst calling me an asshole, can you explain what it is? Like what it is that I got in the first track, but that I haven't in the rest? What's missing for me? Because I can't quite place it. Is it the emotion? Is it just the drum roll that was really hypnotic? What is there that everyone else hears that is just not quite there for me? It's annoying me. Alright. A means to an end. I think I have hopefully proven that I am honest in my thoughts when I do these videos. Like, I'm not just gonna say something's great because I'm making a video about it, or because that's the consensus. So far this music is good. It's very good. But not great. But not certified all-time banger great. Definitely not. For me, that's all opinion, obviously.
One day will be improved. Eternal rights we left behind. We were the better kind. The same, set free to.
Sometimes Ian Silas' thing just doesn't work with what the music is for me. So he feels better when he can just kind of croon along with it. When it's like higher tempo, punky like this, it just doesn't.
I always look to you, but for good, side by side. Our friendship never died. Stranger ways.
I'm so sad, guys. I was really hoping to sit here and be like mind blown for an hour. You can see through my head a little bit, can't you? Oh, it's just my hair. My hair's gonna catch the green, I can't avoid that really. I think all the parts individually are cool. Like again, I like the drums. The bass line isn't as good as previous tracks, but it's still good. The guitar work's been good. I like the lyrics. I like the delivery of the lyrics. But together, it's like it's less than the sum of its parts. So something doesn't work, and I can't place what. I'm probably not a good enough musician to be able to place what. But I couldn't make anything anywhere nearly this good. So, don't know. But we're well beyond halfway through the album now. In fact, because the song lengths, we're about halfway. what gives me a bit more hope, that one's going to be 77. They're all around the same. What gives me hope, though, is the fact that the final 4 tracks, along with the first 2, but the final 3 really, are the highest rated ones. So if any of them are going to grip me again, it's going to be one of these. So, come on, heart and soul, grab my heart and soul. Come on, please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Okay. I'm in this one. The drums, the synth, the pulsing nature of it. My hand's doing this over here. You can't see that though, can you? Ooh. Yeah, guitars just creep on in. That's so much better for his voice. Feeling that at some point these guitars that have just kind of hung around in the back of the mix are going to come forwards, and here comes a synth, and there it is. I'll not talk over it. Where are we? Yeah, okay. 2.5 more minutes. I'm down. I exist on the best terms I can. This is hypnotic again, like the first track was. Again, I'm saying all the same things as in track 1. It's just punching in and in and in and in. It's relentless. still a minute left. More. Oh. I feel like this is what the entire thing was supposed to have been, but we're only just now hearing it, really. You've seen me hit favourite. Am I going as high as a 9 out of 10? I don't think I quite am, but I do think I'm gonna go Two Fat Ladies, 88. If you've never been to bingo, you might wonder what I'm on about. That's what it's just a bingo call for 88. Yeah, that was fantastic. That's the best song on the album. Very similar to Atrocity Exhibition in its composition and it's how it pulled me in and how it made me, like, transported me through the song. We can talk about the lyrics. Yeah, it was more, I don't know, I didn't really pick up any sort of direct meaning. It just kind of spoke a lot of things that accentuated the mood that the music was already giving. Let's have a proper read though, because you saw me hit favourite, so I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this some more. So, okay, instinct can still betray as a journey that leads to the sun. Okay, soulless and bent on destruction, a struggle between right and wrong. Okay, so struggling to decide on who to be, and it's a finite journey. You only have so long before it ends. You take my place in the showdown, I'll observe with pitiful eye. I'll humbly ask for forgiveness, a request well beyond you and I. Okay. Again, it clearly is saying things like, someone is dying in our place and we feel bad about it and we'll ask for forgiveness, but I don't think this is really saying, I don't think it's trying to tell an actual story. It's just painting this picture of this tormented person. An abyss that lasts at creation, a circus complete with all fools, foundations that lasted the ages, then ripped apart at the roots. So, okay, so an individual that is in a state of, it's in the dichotomy of right and wrong, and then we expand that to a world that is in the same state, and then all of existence. But what does it matter? Yeah, really, really good song. Really cool. I'm definitely going to listen to that some more. Why has the rest of the album not been like that? Although, with what the average ratings are beyond here, 94, 93, 95, hopefully the rest of the album will be that. And then I have to somehow quantify a review where I have every song high up, apart from 4 in a row that I didn't really vibe with. That'll be difficult to quantify, won't it? But alright, next up, 24 Hours, but it's only 4.5 minutes. Are we getting proggy? It feels proggy. What time is this? Yeah, it is 4. It's just a strange 4 at the start. It still felt like 4. I was trying to count it out, but I kept losing the 1.
So this is permanent. Love shattered pride. What every move. Deep in the memory, what once was love.
Ooh.
Oh, how I realized how
I felt
I
sultry.
wanted time,
What's going on here?
but it
Sit up in the chair a bit.
try so hard to find. Just for one moment, thought I found my way. Destiny unfolded, I watched it slip away.
Whoa.
Excessive flashpoints beyond all reach. Solitary demands for all I'd like to keep. Let's take a ride out, see what we can find. Valueless collection of hopes and past desires.
Ooh. Since when did Joy Division fuck? What's happening? That's like... If these guitars start coming in from the back...
I never realized the lengths I'd have to go. All the darkest corners of a sense I didn't know. Just for one moment, I heard somebody call. Look beyond the day in hand. There's nothing there at all. Now that I've realized how it's all gone wrong, gotta find some therapy. This treatment takes too long. Deep in the heart of where sympathy held sway, gotta find my destiny before it gets too late.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think this is about the collapse of Ian's marriage. I've just been boogieing away, and then that last line kind of caught me, and I was like, oh. I like when an ostensibly sad song has a vibe that doesn't feel like that. That was another really good one. Not as good as Atrocity or Heart and Soul. I'm gonna go 83. The average of flat is 94. Wow. Don't think it was quite that good. I can't turn the camera back on now. I'm looking at it like you're there. Hi. I think actually, do I want to move it all from 83 a little? Yeah, 84. I think it's around the same as Atrocity Exhibition. Actually, it's a very, very good song. Just a tiny bit short of great, maybe. It's not as good as Heart and Soul. I think that's about the right place for it. I may have to go back and listen to track 2 to 5 just to see if, because now there's 3 of them that have worked for me. Let's see if maybe those ones can work for me on a second listen. But I don't know. There's just something not quite there in them that's been there in the songs since then. All right, we end with 2 6-minutes. One is called Eternal and the other is called Decades, or The Eternal and Decades. So both named, the last 3 tracks actually all named for a period of time. I have a sneaky suspicion that the lyrics of these songs may be written by a man who knows he's dying, which is a kind of subgenre of songs that I tend to quite enjoy. I find it fascinating. One of my favourite songs of all time is "Gone with the Wind" by the band Architects. I won't get into that now, but I may well cover those phenomenal albums one day. Hard to do a reaction to it when I know every song off by heart, but you know what I mean? Like yeah. Anyway, The Eternal. Keep me in the album I was in, please, genius. Dickhead. Arguably the bleakest thing the band ever recorded. Alright. Hit me with it. Looks like I was right. I'm there. Let's go. I'm reading edit lyrics.
Procession moves on, the shouting is over. Praise to the glory of loved ones now gone. Talking aloud as they sit round their tables. Scattering flowers washed down by the rain. Stood by
What's
the
that?
gate at the foot of the garden.
Insect in the back of my brain. What is it? What instrument is it?
Watching them
Is it a
pass
synth?
like clouds in the sky.
Feels like it could be a percussion.
Try to cry out in the heat of the moment.
Oh, it's
Possessed
just
by
two
a
verses.
fury that burns from inside.
Ooh. This feels like Enigma or something, like early 90s. Like, I don't know what the genre is called. House, maybe? The atmosphere of that's like a flock of birds just passing through around you. Piano now? And that critter's still alive in here somewhere.
Cry like a child, though these years make me older. With children my time is so wastefully spent. Burden to keep, though they're inner communion. Accept like a curse, an unlucky deal. Laid by the gate at the foot of the garden. My view stretches reaches out from the fence to the wall. No words could explain, no actions determine. Just watching the trees and the leaves as they fall.
Wow. So I was right. The cicadas are back. Oh. That's one of the best songs I've ever heard. 96. What's the average? 93. Not high enough. That's one of the best songs I've ever heard. I never want to hear it again. Even though I've just given it 96, higher than Heart and Soul, I'm not clicking favourite. I don't want to listen to that again. Maybe one day, but I don't know. That was... Well, the thing on Genius said it perfectly. Bleak. Fucking genius. Incredible sounds throughout. That not only like amplified the sadness of the lyrics, but also almost like a not a paranoia, just like a dread, like a something like a foreboding threat, but at the same time it's to get a little bit personal. I once had to try and explain how I felt mentally. I've had mental troubles my entire life. It's just the way it is. And I've been in therapy various times. And one time, the therapist, fairly recently actually, asked me to try and explain how I feel generally in my life. And what I came up with. I've said before I'm pretentious. I'm very like verbose with bullshit a lot of the time. You've watched at least 45 minutes or so of me, you probably know that already. But what I came up with is I said this: I feel like I'm alone in a room with a bomb, but there's music playing, so I'm just kind of dancing around. And then every now and then I remember, oh shit, there's a bomb. And then I panic. And then a few moments later I'm like, oh yeah, I don't care. And I just carry on dancing. And I just go round and round in that loop. And that song made me feel like that. Oh, don't cry in a video. The last song is Decades. This has the highest average of 95. Arguably the second bleakest thing. No, it doesn't say that. Good. Oh. Arguably the funkiest thing.
Watch from the wings as the scenes were replaying. We saw ourselves now.
Okay, reflecting. Okay.
Betrayal of the trauma and degeneration. The sorrows we suffered have never were free. Weary inside, now our hearts lost forever.
I love how sparse these last two songs have been. Like 6 minutes, and this is it for vocal. That's it. And the last song was like that too, just 2 verses. The pacing's so much better. What an album of 2 halves this has been, by the way. This is so much better than the first album.
Open then shut, then slammed in our face.
At its best, this album felt like it's trying to burrow into my skull. I'm not gonna change the scores from the top part up here, from this part. I'm not gonna change them. Not now, anyway. But I am gonna come back and listen to the first half of this album again, see if it just didn't connect with me properly until here, or if I was right and these songs aren't on the same level. I mean, this would imply that they're not, but this would also imply that they're still pretty fucking amazing. But they haven't been on the level of what's come after. This is a solid 85 to end the album. Bookended by 85s is a good thing for an album. And now I need to figure out a fucking overall score. What the fuck am I going to write for that? Save the individual track scores. So that an average here, if we're going by that kind of rule, then a quick bit of maths will tell me that the average is probably low 80s, well, 82, 83. Is that right for how I felt about it? The Hulk likes it. That's a eulogy to Ian. More recent user reviews are a bit lower. What do I put in that box? The second half being so much stronger than the first made for an uneven experience. Kind of type. But the tracks that hit hard enough to carry the freeloaders. Gonna go a little higher than what the actual average would be. I'm gonna go 85. I think that's fair. It's a really good album. It's a fantastic album, with one song in particular on it that is incredible, and I never want to hear it again. Maybe when I'm in a slightly better place, but not right now. And before we end the video, I'm very aware that my audience is very international, mostly English speaking countries, but not exclusively. And I don't really know how far afield Joy Division got, particularly how big they got outside of the UK. But there is one song in particular that is one of the most celebrated songs in British music. And for any of you who haven't heard it, it isn't on this album, it's on the previous album. It's on, you may recognise the album cover from every Indie Kids t-shirt or every Indie Kids bedroom wall. Unknown Pleasures. Even if it came out a year later in 1980, I wouldn't have put it in the poll because I've heard this album many times. And oh wait, it's not on the track list. I thought it was on this album. Is it not on this album? What is it on then? Was it just a single? Yes, I know it's on all the compilations. Maybe it was just a single in 1980, but there it is. Love Will Tear Us Apart. Average score of 94. If you haven't heard this song before, I'm going to play it to end the video. Yeah, it's... let's just play it. Legitimately one of the best songs ever made. Oh, that's so good. This used to play in like nightclubs and stuff when I was younger. Probably still does now. I just don't go to them anymore. That bass guitar is so fucking good. Just a standalone single. I don't know where I got that from. I don't know why I thought it was on Unknown Pleasures. So many happy memories of mine are tied to this song. It's not a happy song, but it is to me. Oh, you don't want to listen to me sing, do you? Alright. Thank you for joining me, ladies, gentlemen and others. I've been Royston Charmaine, and from me and my channel founder Trinexis. Until the future, drive safe. Beautiful. Just have to hope it never ends.